We're doing it. Okay, low game.
Doing it.
Oh, I thought for a second all the slots were empty. I was gonna lose my mind. So we're in the
Like that. You thought
warehouse.
that was a you thought that was a header or something?
I thought it was a header, yeah, and I was like, oh no, we're stopping. We're calling it a day.
Just abort.
Abort.
Let's make some notes for the future and move on today.
Yeah,
It
after
wasn't
I'm
meant
done
to
moving,
happen on
that's yeah.
it wasn't meant to happen on the 4th of July.
Nope. Oh my god, his skin. Look at all those pores.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on like realistic pores on it? Characters, yeah, character models.
I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth because like you're usually not 2 inches away from someone's skin.
Yes, I shouldn't really be seeing their pores, really, right?
Also, like something that I'm sure people have discussed this, but I don't know the like terminology around it or whatever. But media and video, and including video games and TV and everything, like
Hawkins
the
Mansion.
lighting is so unnatural to how you would experience it in life.
Right.
That like what we call realistic or like nice lighting and
Place
like
has been abandoned
vibrancy
since the fire.
in
There's
video
only old
and
Winchester in his hut.
photography. It's not how
Mhm.
you experience it in actuality. It's
Yeah. Okay,
so when I see like games that are like excessively realistic in that way, I'm
Mhm.
kind of like, all right, sure.
Okay, I can't check my stats. Let's go for the unlocked answer first.
Your partner,
Yeah.
Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Don't fucking rush me, homie. Yeah, I thought the mansion burned.
I
to
see
the
no
fire.
scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
I barely remember what
They're
happened the
pretty
last
damaged,
time we did
ain't
this.
It's been
The
a hot
fire
minute.
was
We're
quickly
investigating the
Old
deaths
Silas acted as
of
soon
this
as he could.
family, of
Not soon
this
enough
guy's
to
daughter.
save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing
He
room.
calls shenanigans.
And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I have other questions, sir.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we found
If something
out
escaped
that we
us,
found
or
in a
if
warehouse
there's been a
that
law
there was a
enforcement
painting
error,
there.
then it's up to the police to make good
And it
its
was like
mistake.
a body.
Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the
Okay, so there's
tragedy,
gonna
he's
be a
been a
guy
little
in there.
touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Haven't you covered all the?
Yeah.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you. if only to reassure Silas.
Yeah,
Why
I don't want
not?
a crazy white
gonna help.
man
Right.
hurting me.
Let's go.
He's gonna die immediately.
And I can only hope there's gonna be tentacles involved.
That seems to be the name of the game.
I'm walking in the completely opposite direction.
This game does seem to have like an interesting.
Bradley was right.
It's
This
night,
place
but there
is
seems to be kind of like a
much
greenish
older than I imagined.
Tint,
But the
tint.
architecture
everything.
seems
Yeah.
too recent.
on everything.
Like
Maybe
you
not
would
as bad as
associate with,
Fallout
like-
3.
Yeah, but I think like with the the whole like whaling and deep sea
Mhm.
fear, it's definitely going for like an algae kind of
The
color.
flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave
Sure.
are fresh.
Good thing I went on this.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
But
Please give me
there's
a
whole
minute.
ass gravestone I
I
haven't
didn't
looked at.
expect to
Poor
set foot
kid.
back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas.
Who
doing
left this
such a
lantern
thing,
here?
let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
I read that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up this. Out this way. These stairs? I don't know. I like the green tinge. It's not like radiation bright green like Fallout is, but I appreciate the.
Oh,
green
no, no, no.
tinge.
It does kind of fit. It's just noticeable.
It fits the vibe, but yeah, it's definitely like very prominent. Oh, I forgot I can sprint. Let's see what's over here.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say that this
Whoa! Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa!
Where's
You're
the officer?
Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me
yeah.
here to investigate the death of his daughter.
yeah.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it. vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and
I'm
do
not
what
sure
you have
what
to
just
do.
happened to get
Go on, then.
to pass this check,
Just
but
to
I'm
get
okay
rid
with
of
it.
you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
it
do
did
this
seem a
one.
little bit off.
Old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester still watches over the family graveyard and the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child, Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon.
Yeah, this game actually looks pretty good for. I'm pretty sure this is like a double A game, pretty
Probably
much.
the way, Hey, officer. You said you could calm him down.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas,
Which, like,
we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Alright.
Stop bothering me. Stop bothering me.
one of those
Let's take a look
NPCs.
inside.
I'm with you.
So yeah, when that Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection goes out,
Oh,
you
yeah.
bet your ass I'm gonna do playthroughs of the entire series.
Yeah, and I'll probably try to play. What we should do is we should sit down and talk. Like the first two don't have different versions of each other, but for 3 through 6, we should play different versions
and see what differences there are.
and then just compare
Follow
notes.
me.
Because I know
I know the place.
a couple of them. There's one that's objectively better.
Who left
Like
this
I think
light on?
I think it was
3
5.
blue is objectively better,
Oh,
and I think
I
think
did
5.
I think I only played blue. I didn't play white.
Yeah, I think blue is objectively
The
better because there's
Last Supper of the
some
Hawkins. What does
options
this
you get
tell
in
me?
there that are just better and
Mhm.
more fun to deal with.
Okay, it's gonna force me into reconstruction, so let's do that, I guess. This is a Mind Palace thing, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's literal
What kind of
nonsense,
meat is
but
this?
it makes for a good game.
I mean, it's like the detective mode in other games, right?
Yeah,
This place is for the
But
head of the family. Charles
I do love the
Hawkins.
ones that like literally just show like a guy running through the street or something.
Or the
The
Witcher
boy
sense in
was
Witcher 3.
probably here.
Hmm
Smashed his plate on the floor.
Well, they do something similar in Days Gone, and you're just like, there's no way you can tell where these people were based on this information.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Be pretty.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all
I'm not gonna lie,
day.
this man's voice is sexy.
The scene of the fire is next door.
Yeah, I'm on a slightly different note, I'm apparently they're gonna have roles for Troy Baker and
Silas managed to bring the fire
I
out.
think the
Ashley
woman who voices
Johnson,
It was already
yeah.
too late.
is, it,
in
is that the woman who
Lost
voices
Ocean.
Ellie?
Charles Hawkins, some kind of explorer.
Yeah.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
He looks distracted.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
Looking into the distance. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Mind Palace.
And that's your little friend just like standing over there with it. He's gonna yell at you again for daydreaming.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
I remember last time we played this, I had to do like
They had a fight.
I had to turn up the brightness
Why?
because I couldn't find the fucking thing.
Yeah. So I couldn't. So this isn't actually as weird as some of these like versions of
Did
this
Sarah
thing that
Hawkins
some games
lose
do.
one of her shoes? How?
It at least fits the context, and although I guess in the Witcher
Did
3
it stop
or
at the time of the fire?
you're kind of a supernatural detective in a way.
Yeah. Drinker. I think I got everything. There's a check mark for hidden shit, but
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
handprint.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here.
If only I could rock this man's
A
outfit.
desperate attempt to flee.
Oh, apparently this guy also voices the main character of Vampire.
Which I've always been interested to try that out. Like I have it from like a Humble Bundle, but like
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
I
could
I need to see if I have it. I
What do you
had
make
it
of
on the PS4. Which obviously, I don't have anymore. And then also, it was technically my brother's copy.
okay, do we
So
want to
he.
make a bold accusation or just say the fire wasn't just an accident?
I want to keep this gnarly
So-
scarred man on our side for now,
Okay.
as long as
one
we
second.
can.
I'm gonna fix Mifa's cat hammock because one of the anchors fell off and she will probably fall off. So give me a second. Okay, so we're gonna do fire wasn't an
I
accident. We wanna
firmly
keep
believe this
Bernie
fire
Burnman
was
on
more
our
than just
side.
an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
My theory. Couple had a fight. We know that for sure, based on our mind palace.
I think
Mhm.
the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Wait, how does this help us? I don't. I earned a character point. Okay, so these two we always have to find shit in the world. I've realized. I mean, let's just up our psychology. And then up that. Yeah, because I don't want to be a brawler kind of
Yeah.
I
So is there
wanna-
like, is
I
there
don't know if
like
there's actual
significant?
combat.
Right, I was thinking, is there significant combat here? Because like we haven't
I-
seen any yet, and you've been
I have
playing
a
for
f-
several hours.
I have a feeling it's more like Disco Elysium of like just number
Right.
of skill checks rather than actual combat, which I'm
And
I'm
changes
fine
like
with it.
the kind of scene, changes the kind of scene you get.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. I'm more than happy to have that kind of.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Still at just a 1. Lovely.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Indeed, who's? Also, who's lighting all these lamps that are just already lit as we walk through this house?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Upstairs, Connor, or down the hall?
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Never mind, down the hall.
Oh, is it blocked?
It has, and this will always bother me, but this man can easily climb this, without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah. That is always a funny, like, the way that they build barriers thing.
It's a weird disconnect, yes, but
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
I need to actually read that.
Should not be just laying on a tabletop, though.
That-
So they just have
Moby Dick. Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
You're saying?
who put all these lamps on?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Connor.
Like, is that guy just running around
Well, I mean, he has
in the house
key,
putting
I
lamps
guess.
on?
Yeah.
Or
This
it
place
just doesn't
was
make sense. Like,
falling
this
apart
house
long before
had a
the
major fire, and so they're just gonna have these gas lamps burning, probably burning off of either whale oil or kerosene.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Just to have a library with this many books, I'm like I love books. I want to have a lot of books in my home, but like, shit, man, did you actually read any of this? Can you help me down the line?
I want to be able to eventually have an entire room
No, same. I want wall-to-wall bookshelves.
What could
of
Sarah
books.
have done to make
Right
this
now, I do not have
person
enough
threaten
space to
cold
store all
police?
of my
Yeah.
books.
Okay. Letter of complaint. Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you could place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. We wanted to go up the stairs the first time, so let's continue down this hallway. I feel like there should have been noise for that lightning, but oh well. That's the thing with like these investigation games. I never know if I'm like,
What will her room reveal about her?
ooh, it is so dark in here. Where's the lantern?
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Okay, so he says her room. Do they sleep separately? Oh, I am not moving until that lighters go on again. There we go. I feel like this trunk has something interesting.
Does seem like an oversight to give you a trunk that you can't open.
Oh, hell
Perfect.
yeah. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay, there's still something hidden here, in this room in particular.
It looks like you were able to do something with that picture.
This one?
Maybe. It gets like all question marky when you look at it, but oh, maybe that's just like telling you there's something still here. Never mind.
Yeah, and I can't remember, does it pulse as I get closer? I would think the wardrobe would be something too, right?
Oh, there's a green little pip on the floor, I think, by the chair.
Ah, we're back on it. Nice. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Sacrifice room. Now, should I go back down before I dive into this place?
Is there somewhere else you have to look through down there?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know if this progresses the story or the case, or because if I run back here,
Maybe
oh my
that's
God,
the.
I have to hold sprint.
Maybe that's. You have to hold sprint. Isn't that normal?
I'm used to Apex, so like you can
Oh,
Apex, you can
okay.
have it as a toggle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, did I look at this side? I don't think I did. Where did I?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Maybe it's the skull right in front of it, my guy. Like,
No, that would be completely normal.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Here's a door that I cannot even interact with.
because I think there's a pathway on the floor here, on the ground floor here. Or maybe I'm tripping. We came in from here. Right. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
An original
Okay.
edition of Mary Shelley's
Yeah.
Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Yeah, we came from this direction.
Yeah, then I think you do have to go through there.
I'm gonna check these double doors though. Okay.
This door is blocked from the outside.
We looked
You're
at
probably going to wind up coming back through there at some point.
Okay, so we're gonna go back up the library stairs. Is talking to him gonna get it?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
And we do see a painting of him or a photograph of him just like doing his best Indiana Jones impression. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go into the creepy sacrifice room.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That is...
Locked.
Which door was that? Oh, this is the kids' room.
The boys' room.
Okay.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
So did she paint based on his memories or descriptions? Also, where was the door I went through? Was it on this side? No. That was okay. It was over here. Okay. All right.
Locked.
Scratch marks. Love that.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
One got returned for AD.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Okay, I was like, there better be a fucking marker for that.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Nothing on the bookshelves.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. I think that's all in this room. Though I feel like those scratch marks should be something I could investigate. Okay.
Bradley? Is that you?
Son of a bitch, okay.
Yeah, because you heard the snuffling too, right? Oh. That door, they said a door there, right?
No, this is the
Oh,
kids'
you
room.
just left it open. You just left it open, I see.
Yeah, this is the kids' room. That's the other room. Okay, but when I get here, so I'm trying to see what is causing. Here we go.
There may be a room down the hall you can get into then. There we go.
Weren't we just here?
Oh, yeah, but I guess you could take another route to get here. I didn't realize that that's all it went to. I see. So instead of going through that room, we could just find the key.
Okay.
Is anyone there?
Yes, man, there's a lit lantern. We established this. Yo, that's me.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Nah, I prefer this one.
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Oh, I see. I think you have a
They look like
limit to
Celtic
it.
runes. Charles must have brought them back from one
This
of his foreign
screams
trips.
sliding bookcase, Connor. And I am
Yeah.
all for it.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
Ooh.
Do
Okay,
you
I got
really
all
think
the
that your
questions.
fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
It looks like
So
an
I think the
old-
lantern does deplete.
Okay. Oh, there's a meter there, yeah. Oh wait, that's not the one I wanted. There's no way out because you're a Philistine. Oh, okay. You're right, Connor.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. This panel is movable,
Okay, I'll do that in a second.
as if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. Seems like this came from a log.
Darkwater Island, we sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th May, 1847. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. June 1st, 1847. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the world hold, I'm scared. June 4th. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything unknown to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. June 23rd. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are our only memories.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
So that journal had a thing bracketed.
There
Perhaps
must be a
those.
link with the Seaway map.
33 north, 53.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Okay, so that's there. So I assume we have to go there on the globe. What are we on? 30, 55, 3? That's like somewhere right here, right?
Doesn't work. I must have
Okay.
missed something.
So, okay, 30's here. 55 would be like right here. 30,
Maybe that's not the key to the puzzle. But that was an idea.
No, yeah.
Doesn't work.
It probably has something to do
Looks
with
like
that.
the
I
navigational
probably don't have the
paths
right
described in the
measurement or the
log.
right marking.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Doesn't work. I must
That's
have missed
dark
something.
water.
Yeah, so according to that, it'd be like right here. Like right in this corner.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Oh, I'm gonna be annoyed if we have to do like
Doesn't
the
work.
entire journey.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh.
Well, I never checked the mechanism over here, so let me actually check that first.
Cogwheels. They must be linked
Okay.
to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to... With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Okay.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Well done, Pierce.
Right, because like some people wouldn't have found the crowbar.
But
then you
what's
have
the
to do the-
what's the
Looks
thing,
like
though?
the
I want to
navigational
know.
paths described in
Right, what's the
log.
puzzle? Does the ship give you anything? The little ship model, or is that just a?
Oh
is it just
wait,
a
it's
comment?
the Scylla, right?
Oh.
The Scylla.
So it's the Scylla.
It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Looks like the navigational paths.
So the Scylla is
described in
the
log.
dark red. So would you have done?
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
4270 is the first spot.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Which is dark water. Boom, 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 boom. So maybe you had to do all of the spots that the Scylla went to. It doesn't matter because we got it open, but
That would make sense, but yeah, for some reason Steam classifies this game as survival. Or not survival.
inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken the search of the place, looking for proof. When a hooded man leapt into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and the police officer set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered under the tunnel.
A secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place?
1 second.
It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
I don't remember buying this game. So are we in chapter 4 now?
3 seats.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Seance?
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. What is this mask supposed to represent? This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here? This symbol, what does it mean?
I can't tell. It's too pixelated.
Was that thing in the wall up there? Interesting.
I should probably actually use the lantern for this.
This reminds me of like the not that it's a completely different context, but like the mountain in God of War.
Yeah.
Whole mine shaft situation.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps.
Oh, there's the
There's
homie.
tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
This is where things go bad.